My name is Crystal, and I'm here with my little buddy. Can you say hi? This is my son, John, and we are coming live to show you guys a couple quick snack ideas, or just to talk about how to make snack time something that's easy and manageable and nutritious for your kids. So if you are joining us live, thank you so much for being here, and feel free to say hello in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. This is the first time I'm shooting in my kitchen, so I hope this works. If at any point you can't hear me, please let me know, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So I'm talking about snacks for kids, and if your kids are anything like my kids, they may be asking for snacks all the time throughout the day. And that is something, I mean, snacks are definitely important for kids throughout the day, and we want to be able to maximize that for our kids so that we can make it something that's nutritious but also fun. I think when we think of snacks, at least I do, you know, we think of like snacky type of foods like crackers, chips, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with having those foods, and I think snacks are a great opportunity to incorporate those types of things, but we definitely want to try to offer our kids foods that are more nutrient dense and giving them the opportunity to have a variety of different foods so that ultimately they can be satisfied, and that it is helping give them options for more nutrient dense foods. So I'm going to give 3 tips for you guys to make your snack times more nutritious and also more fun, because I think that's an important thing for kids. You know, ultimately, we want to make food something that's fun and enjoyable for them, and that will help nurture a positive feeding relationship between us and our children. So John is here with me, and I might have some of my other kids wander in here, so sorry for the background noise, but this is real life right here. So my first tip for maximizing snack time, making it, you know, more nutritious for your kids, is to offer them a combination of carbohydrates, proteins, and healthy fats. And by doing that, you are giving your child an opportunity to eat foods that are going to help fill them up and, you know, really maximize that time between snack and dinner. Kids have tiny bellies and are still developing, so, you know, they can only eat a little bit at a time. Well, some kids, I'm kind of generalizing, but even if your child is a great eater and loves to eat, giving them a combination of those main macronutrients. Hey baby, sorry. Kitchen utensils are like my kids' favorite toys. All right, here, let's show everybody what we can make together, okay? So when we give kids a combination of carbs, protein, and healthy fats, we are just increasing the chances that they are going to get those macronutrients that they need, you know, for development, for growth, and also just to feel satisfied. So while we're talking, I'm going to make a quick snack that John really likes. I don't know if you guys can see. Do you want to help, Eddie? So one of our favorite snacks that my kids love are these fruit and yogurt parfaits. Yes, we're going to show how we make these, okay? And this is, again, an example of a snack that combines carbs, protein, and healthy fat. So I like to use Greek yogurt because of the protein content. So I have just a big tub of vanilla Greek yogurt, and it's the full fat. I like to use full fat versus low fat or non-fat because kids really do. You put it in here? Put it in here, okay? Good job. Kids really do need the fat for brain development and growth. So fat is really important, and we want to be including that in their snacks. And as you can see, I'm letting John do some of the work here. It's okay, like this, look. And definitely incorporating kids in the kitchen is important for nurturing a positive relationship with food. And yes, it's messier, and yes, sometimes it takes longer, but ultimately I think it helps expose them to different foods that they may not necessarily be open to trying or eating. So, I'm just letting him layer this little glass here with some Greek yogurt. And then we're going to add some berries, and I just use frozen berries. We get this giant bag of frozen berries from Costco, and we go through it super quick. So, you want to add some berries?
Yeah.
To it? Okay. And then I just like to top it with like a whole grain granola. So, see, I'm combining. Okay. Yeah, I know you can use it to eat it, or we can put it right here, okay?
No.
And one thing that okay. Look, do you want to add your berries to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So John is 2. There you go. You can do it. Good job. Yeah. Look, it's already full. You want to put some granola on top?
Yeah.
Okay. John is 2, and yeah, we're definitely going through some toddler fun with him. So I'm just topping it with some granola. I'm letting him do it. And you can see it does take longer and a little messier, but it does. Good job. Yum. It does expose them to food and to eating, which is really important. So now you can eat it. You want to eat it? So you can see how super simple that was. Just Greek yogurt, frozen berries, and topping it with granola to give them a combination of protein, carbs, and some healthy fats. Here you go, buddy. Want to eat that?
Yeah.
Okay. So another tip along that is to use snack time as a way to include fruits and veggies for your kids. So a lot of parents that I work with, a common thing that I hear is that, my kids won't eat fruits and veggies, or they won't eat veggies at dinner or at mealtime. So he's going to town on this, guys. Is that good? Mm-hmm. All right. Say hi. Thanks for everyone that's joining with us. What do you think about your snack?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
So I like to use snack time as a great opportunity to include some fresh fruits and veggies. Or they don't even have to be fresh. Like, obviously these are frozen, especially summer right now. I love using frozen fruits. So those are another opportunity to offer fresh fruits and veggies to your kids. You don't just have to offer veggies at mealtime. And I think sometimes they're a little more likely to try veggies or fruits at a snack time versus a mealtime. And fruits and veggies actually have a really similar nutrient profile. So, if your kid is just more likely to eat fruits than veggies, it's okay. Remember, we want to keep meal and snack time super low pressure so that we're not feeling or forcing them to have to eat anything. And if they're getting fruit in, that's good. I mean, that's great too. That is offering them a lot of the same nutrients that they would get in vegetables too. But we want to keep exposing them. Exposing them is a big factor of getting them to try and like different things. And that brings me to my next tip for you guys, which is making the presentation of snacks something fun. And of course, it doesn't always have to be like this. I definitely understand that as a mom, sometimes we're busy and we don't have the time to, make things fancy. I mean, we want to keep things super simple. I definitely get that. And I'm not talking about making sandwiches into animals or anything like that, but simply kind of switching up your presentation. Yeah, you have some right there. Switching up how you present snacks to kids, because sometimes it's okay. Look. Okay. Okay, you want to try? You can try. All right, guys, see what I mean? Okay, so back to what I was saying. So as an example, I have a muffin tin here. John, you want to help me? You want to help me put some things in here? Can you put some in here? All right, we're going to be all done with the berries, okay? Look, we have a lot right here. Oh, no. We're going to try some carrots. Can you help Mama put some carrots in here? Let's try these. Let's try these. Can you help Mama? Can you put some in here? Look. Can you do that? Okay. We'll see. We'll see how far we go, guys. Thanks for being patient. This is real mom life right here. Okay, so putting things in different containers or just presenting it to your kids differently. Yeah, you want to show everyone? See? Yeah. What'd you put in there?
Yeah.
Berries. What's right here?
Yeah.
Carrots. So just switching up, you know, how we offer snacks to our kids can, oh, and he's putting some of his parfait in there, so that works too, can make them more interested in trying different foods. So, you know, like offering veggies, kind of like al fresco style. How about these? Want to put these in here?
Yeah.
Okay. What are these? Want to try one?
Yeah.
Snap pea. No, you just bite it like that. See? Mmm.
Mommy.
Mm-hmm. See? I think John, we eat a lot of edamame, so I think he thinks this is edamame, but these are actually snap peas. See? Look, look, look. See? So this is an example of how you can switch up your presentation to make it a little more enticing and exciting, something interesting for your kids, and they may be more willing to try something. Or they may not. But you never know. It's okay. Look. So like something that I would do is put like some carrots, snap peas, and maybe hummus or guacamole. Look right here, John. There's some right here, see? Or some kind of dressing that they might like to dip veggies in. So when we make it more fun and kind of interactive for them, then I think they're more willing to try different things like veggies, especially. Like when you present vegetables this way, I think kids really kind of like them and are more interested in them. See? So he just wants to eat the pea pod, like out of the snap pea, and that's okay too. So that's my second tip is just. Uh-oh. Hey. All right. So guys, I don't know how much longer we're gonna last. What's wrong? Okay. All right, so this is not really working out well for us. Okay. Can we share one more tip? Can we share one more tip before we go? I think it's getting close to nap time. Oops, but there's some right here, see? So my last tip, if I can remember, is to trust your kids. So this is kind of the important thing I love to emphasize with kids, with parents, is to trust your child to know what it is that they need to eat and to not force them, not pressure them. This is a really important point, and I think that this is a really important part of nurturing a healthy feeding relationship between you and your child. So, you know, we definitely want to offer, look, okay, right here, see? There you go. Yeah, there's some right here for you to try. We definitely want to be offering them fruits and veggies and, you know, those nutrient-dense foods that we know are good for helping their little bodies grow and stay healthy. But ultimately, they are the ones to decide what it is they want to eat and how much of what we're serving them that they want to eat. So we never want to force them. We never want to pressure them. We really just want to serve them and let them be the ones to decide if they want to eat it. So a phrase that I say a lot that I think is really important to remember as parents is that as parents, we provide and our children decide. So we are the ones in charge of deciding what we want to serve our children and when, but they are the ones that need to decide if they want to eat and how much they want to eat. And that's a really important part of just building a really positive feeding relationship between us and our kids, and helping nurture healthy eaters. So that is my last tip for you guys. John is eating the pea of the snap pea. What do you think? Snap pea, yeah. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope this encourages you guys. I know snack time can be overwhelming, especially if you hear your kids asking for snacks all day long. And I know, especially being summer right now, that's when your kids are home and sometimes they ask for snacks out of boredom. But just remember, keep to your meal schedule, have designated snack times, and if your kid is asking for snacks a lot in between, more snap peas? Okay. And so, remind your kids that we're going to be having snack at a certain time. Okay, Tommy's going to open more. Can you use your mirrors? Thank you. And just a few other quick snack ideas, because I think sometimes we just run out of ideas. No, it's okay. I'll get it for you, okay? Can you get it? It's right there. Here you go. Just remember, it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be super simple. For example, like I was talking about the yogurt parfaits with Greek yogurt and frozen berries. You can use any kind of fruit that you have. And another quick idea that you can do is put that in a blender with some milk, whatever milk you like. Yeah. And make a smoothie. Super easy. You can use Greek yogurt as a base for protein, whatever fruit, fresh or frozen, that you have, and whatever milk that you like. And you can put like some chia seeds or hemp seeds or whatever kind of seeds you might have around, and whip that up for a smoothie. And that's a really nutrient-dense snack that you can offer your kids too. And of course, you can modify it. It's okay. I can help you. If you're dairy-free or gluten-free, you can always modify it. Okay, here. He is trying to find all these little peas inside the stuffing. And another idea that I like to do for a snack idea, especially right now during the summer when it's super hot, is to make popsicles, again with the same base of Greek yogurt and frozen fruit. So I have a recipe and I'll stick that in the comments for you guys, but super simple. Just blend up, your Greek yogurt and your fresh fruit and put it into a popsicle mold. Wow. And you can have popsicles, homemade popsicles that have simple ingredients, and kids love that too. So just remember that snacks don't have to be complicated. And snacks are also a good time to include some of those fun foods that kids like chips or cookies. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having some cookies and milk as a snack, because you're giving them some carbohydrates balanced with some protein and fat. And again, under low pressure and giving kids the opportunity to enjoy all different foods, that's going to really help them to be a healthy eater and have a good relationship with food and not feel extreme about eating one thing or another. See, there's some right there. Mm-hmm. So I hope that helps you guys. I'm just checking the comments to see if there's any questions. Okay, there you go. Thanks for being patient with us today. I know with kids, you never know how things are going to go. But I think we avoided a meltdown, thankfully, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, I don't see any questions, but if you guys think of any comments or questions, or let me know like what are some snack ideas that you love serving your kids. And what was I gonna say? Oh, I remember. We are having a challenge coming up, and the date is still to be determined. Sorry, I am trying to work my computer from back here. Hey Denise, thanks for joining. So I'm gonna stick this link in the comments here. Hopefully you guys can see it. But we are having a challenge coming up where we are going to be going through some basic meal planning ideas, tips and suggestions for helping your child develop a healthy relationship with food, how to simplify meal planning, and how to kind of troubleshoot a lot of the common obstacles that we encounter as moms. So we would love it if you guys could join us. The link to sign up is in the comments. And if you sign up, we'll make sure to email you once we get the date set in stone and make sure that you're all set up for that. So, all right, guys, we are going to go before a more meltdown happens here. But thanks for joining us. If you guys have any ideas or any topics that you would like to see me cover for child feeding, meal planning ideas, any issues that you may be struggling with when it comes to feeding your kids, please put it in the comments and let me know. I would love to keep putting videos out for you guys that are hopefully helpful to you. Just remember, feeding our kids is a huge task, and it's something that we are not usually prepared for. There's tons of resources out there for parenting and pregnancy. What? There's a lot right here. But there's not a whole lot of guidance when it comes to knowing how to feed your kids. So if there's any topics or anything that I can help you with, please let me know. Put it in the comments, and we will try to put out some more videos for you guys. But thank you again for joining. Oh, I'm checking this really quick. Thank you, Amber. Yes, I'm going to make sure that I get that popsicle recipe. Let me see if I can find it right now. And I hope you guys are staying cool. We live in San Diego, and it is really hot today, and we don't have air conditioner in our house. So we have the fans going. We're going to be eating a lot of popsicles for sure to stay cool. But Amber, I am sticking this popsicle recipe in here for you so you can check it out. I'm sorry, it's why you might see my kids walking around with no clothes. Okay, so there is the link to my Greek yogurt berry popsicle recipe. And just remember, you can modify that if you are dairy-free or your kids are dairy-free. You can always sub regular Greek yogurt with soy-based or coconut-based yogurt, and that's a good option for doing dairy-free. Yeah. Do you want any more of this? Yeah. Okay. Here you go. Here's your spoon. Okay. And these are nice little containers, by the way, that I got a long time ago from the Container Store. And they're nice because you can assemble them, assemble things in here and just keep them stored in your fridge. So it's great for putting pre-sliced fruit, veggies, anything like that. Okay, Nadia is asking, how far apart should snack times be from the meals? That is a really great question. So ideally, you want to space out your snacks and far enough between meals so that your kids have enough time to get hungry for meals, but not so hungry that they're famished. So I like to say, spacing them out about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, just based on your schedule. But really, kids, especially younger kids, like toddlers, they really can't go, much longer than 2 hours or 3 hours without eating. So you want to try to offer them snacks usually about every 2 hours. So for example, like these kiddos had, I'm trying to see what time it is, 11:30. So they had breakfast around 8:30ish, and ideally we would kind of want to have a small snack around 10:30, and then lunch about 12:30. So kind of spacing it like that, so it gives them, again, enough time to, you know, you want them to come to meal times feeling hungry and ready to eat, but not so full from a big snack that they don't want to eat anything. So I hope that helps you guys. Okay, Bubba, here, Mama's going to help you. All right, guys, I think we're about maxed out on our time here. But it was super fun to join in with you guys. Thanks again for being patient with my little guy here. There you go. Can you come here? Can you say bye? Can you come up here and say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us, guys. And again, any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. And if you have any topic ideas that you would like me to cover for future videos, please feel free to put those in too. So you guys all got a glimpse of my real mom life with 5 kids. All right, thanks for joining. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and stay cool and happy snacking. We will see you soon. Bye.